this is United in Blue. We're so excited that we have so many amazing friends, advocates, survivors, caregivers here, members of Congress, policymakers, because we really need to make change happen. And so I am going to just start off with the word unity. We are here united in the fight against colorectal cancer. And there's something so strong about being together because we can't do this alone. We are 100-fold stronger when we do this together. So United in Blue is a representation of that. It's about our unity. It's about us working together towards a common goal, which is to eradicate colorectal cancer, to find a cure for colorectal cancer, and the lives that we want to save. So I'm very excited to invite our partners because this is a collaborative effort, and there are so many amazing people who are in this fight, and I want to recognize them at our United in Blue event, and welcome our first partner. Molly will come up.
Good morning. So I just wanted to echo what Angie said. Obviously, the flags are an incredible, powerful representation of what we face as a colorectal cancer community. But United in Blue is also an amazing opportunity to bring that community together. Over 230 advocates from all across the country and over 30 partners, partner organizations. So we're fortunate to have many of them here in person, but I also wanted to shout out some of the folks who couldn't be with us today, including the Blue Hat Foundation, which is a colorectal cancer organization whose mission is to educate, raise awareness, provide resources and free screenings for minority and medically underserved communities. They work hard to take care of the neediest members of our community and provide them with unconditional support. Also, Alive and Kickin'. Their mission is to improve the lives of individuals and families with Lynch syndrome and associated cancers through research, education, and screening. Also, the American Society for Gastrointestinal Endoscopy. Shout out to me for saying that right at this hour. With over 16,000 members worldwide, ASG is dedicated to advancing patient care and digestive health by promoting excellence in gastrointestinal endoscopy. They made me say it twice. The Colon Cancer Prevention Project, which is ensuring every adult in Kentucky has both the information and access to services for preventing or detecting colorectal cancer at its earliest stages. FORCE, or Facing Our Risk of Cancer Empowered. They're a national nonprofit dedicated to hereditary cancer community, including those affected by Lynch and other inherited colorectal cancer syndromes. The National Alliance for Hispanic Health. Their mission is best health for all. They work to ensure that health incorporates the best science, culture, and community. The Nebraska Cancer Coalition. Their mission is to connect people and resources to strengthen cancer prevention, detection, and quality of life in Nebraska. Where's our Nebraska person? Nevada Cancer Coalition. Their goals are big, but their drive to achieve them is even bigger. Together with their partners, they're working to prevent cancers, find them earlier, ensure access to equitable cancer care, and support every human being. One Cancer Place, where the new patient begins to learn the new language of the landscape of Cancerland. And finally, the Gloria Borges Wonderglow Foundation. They have funded $1.85 million of colorectal cancer research, awarded scholarships to 33 graduating high school students who have lost a parent to colorectal cancer, distribute holiday presents to children whose parents have cancer, and provide support, treatment navigation, and free monthly guided meditation programs to patients and caregivers. And now I'd like to welcome our partners who are able to join us here in person.
Good morning. I'm James Williams Jr. with the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network. The American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, ACS-CAN, advocates for evidence-based public policies to reduce the cancer burden for everyone. As the American Cancer Society's nonprofit, nonpartisan advocacy affiliate, ACS-CAN is making cancer a top priority for public officials and candidates at the federal, state, and local levels. By engaging advocates like you across the country to make their voices heard, ACS can influences legislative and regulatory solutions that will end cancer as we know it. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Layton, President of the American College of Gastroenterology, and it's great to be here. The American College of Gastroenterology is dedicated to the proposition that high-quality colorectal cancer screening saves lives, and in 2021 published an essential clinical guideline for physicians that recommends age 45 to start colorectal screening for average risk adults. Too many families have been touched by colorectal cancer, as you all know. The ACG advocates for laws that expand access to colorectal cancer screening and remove the financial and administrative barriers that patients face in receiving care. So remember, if you are 45 or older, if you have a family history or are experiencing GI symptoms, please talk to your doctor or your gastroenterologist and get screened today. Thank you. United in Blue.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Dr. Bahar Adali. I'm with the American Gastroenterological Association. The American Gastroenterological Association's vision is a world free of colorectal cancer. So I'll keep it short and sweet. Get screened early. Get screened starting at age 45. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Fola May. I am a co-founder and board member for the Association of Black Gastroenterologists and Hepatologists. We are a nonprofit organization that promotes health equity in digestive diseases, and specifically diseases that disproportionately impact Black Americans. We also advocate for the increase in representation of Black individuals in research and science. We proudly support the call to action today and support health equity for all. So please prioritize CRC.
Good morning. I'm Kim Zabarik from Cancer Care. Wanted to share that in 2023, Cancer Care's oncology social workers answered more than 46,000 calls to our helplines from cancer patients and their caregivers. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is David Russo. I'm the executive director of Cheeky Charity. Cheeky Charity's mission is to provide colorectal cancer awareness and advocacy to the LGBTQ+ community through support groups and cheeky marketing tactics. Our focus is on spreading the word through LGBT centers and pride events all around the country this June. Thank you so much for having me.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Bryson Katona. I'm a gastroenterologist at the University of Pennsylvania and proud president this year of the Collaborative Group of the Americas on Inherited Gastrointestinal Cancer. That is a mouthful, but we go by the CGA. So the CGA is really dedicated towards improving the science and clinical management of inherited gastrointestinal cancers, and specifically colorectal cancer. We do a lot of work with Lynch syndrome, and we're really proud to stand here today with Fight CRC and all of these other great organizations to support the fight against colorectal cancer. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Erin Peterson with the Colon Cancer Coalition. We are a national organization dedicated to reducing barriers to colorectal cancer screening and educating the public about the signs and symptoms of this disease. We encourage all people to be an advocate for their health care through volunteer-led efforts like our Get Your Ear and Gear events and through partnerships with all of these like-minded partners. So thank you for being here this morning.
Good morning. I'm Betsy Post. I'm here to represent the more than 10,000 patients and caregivers in Colintown. Thank you. Colintown empowers proactive colorectal cancer patients and caregivers with educational tools and relevant peer-to-peer support. Please join us.
Good morning. I'm Michael Sapienza, the CEO of the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. So happy to be here with all of you this morning, and thank you to fight colorectal cancer. The Alliance advocates for prevention, magnifies support for patients and caregivers, and accelerates research to end this disease. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Charles Rogers, founder and president of the Colorectal Cancer Equity Foundation. The Colorectal Cancer Equity Foundation is dedicated to eradicating colorectal cancer disparities among African-American men and other socially vulnerable populations in this lifetime. We're translating our commitment into tangible actions, aiming for equitable access to care, support, and hope for all impacted by this preventable, beatable, and treatable disease. Thank you.
Morning. I'm Lynn Durham. I'm President and CEO of the Georgia Center for Oncology Research and Education. We are a nonprofit dedicated to advancing cancer research and improving cancer care, and we are proud to be a Fight CRC Catalyst Grant awardee.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. Good morning. I like it. My name is Kristen Gruby. I am representative and one of the co-founders of the GH Foundation based out of Chicago, and we focus on gastro health. It always starts with the conversation, so please talk about it, talk to your family, talk to everyone, and once and for all, we can break that stigma if we actually do the first step in talking about it. This is not an error. Mindy Connolly from Hitting Below the Belt out of Virginia unfortunately couldn't make it, so she asked me to speak on her behalf. Her statement is, let's move people from awareness to action by providing access to screening, access to education, and access to resources.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're all freezing, right? My name is Vanessa Gigliotti. I'm a stage 4, 21-year colorectal cancer survivor. I'm here on behalf of GI Cancer Alliance, which is a collaboration of over 100 global advocacy and partner organizations, healthcare professionals, and stakeholders working together to raise awareness, provide education, and advocate the prevention, treatment, and cure of all gastrointestinal cancers. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Michael Holtz. I'm a 12-year survivor of stage 3B rectal cancer. And I sit on the board of directors for an organization called Man Up to Cancer. We are a nonprofit organization that inspires men to avoid isolation and find connection with other men to improve their mental health, their quality of life, and clinical outcomes. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Liu. I'm a medical oncologist and member of the board of directors of the National Comprehensive Cancer Network. NCCN is committed to ending colorectal cancer as we know it by developing high-quality clinical content, including continuously updating clinical practice guidelines to guide patients, caregivers, and healthcare professionals, and by advocating for policies that facilitate improved screening and access to optimal care for all.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Scout from the National LGBTQI Cancer Network. And we are here because every time someone refers us to get a colonoscopy, with 475 anti-queer bills introduced in state legislatures this year, we have a huge amount of medical mistrust. So we are absolutely committed to making sure that providers tell us if they are welcoming. And as well, Liam would like you to know, remember, don't stop your walk until you've pooed at least twice every day.
I have to follow that. Good morning, buenos dias. I am Caitlin Kubler with the Prevent Cancer Foundation, and our mission is to empower people to stay ahead of cancer through prevention and early detection, because early detection equals better outcomes. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Martha Raymond, a 20-year colon cancer survivor. I'm the founder of the Raymond Foundation, named in honor of my mom, dad, and sister, who all passed, unfortunately, from early age onset colon cancer. The Raymond Foundation is a leader in patient and caregiver-reported outcomes research in the gastrointestinal cancer community. We advocate for and develop programs based on the needs of our GI cancer patient and caregivers. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Benjamin Weinberg. I'm a gastrointestinal medical oncologist at Georgetown University. I'm here today representing the Rush Center for the Cure of Gastrointestinal Cancers. The Rush Center leads cutting-edge, innovative research and provides the highest standard of care and individualized treatment. I, along with other GI cancer researchers across Georgetown University, are seeking to identify potential reasons for the rise of early-onset colorectal cancer. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anita Mitchell-Eisler, a stage 4 19-year colon cancer survivor and founder of Washington State Colon Cancer Stars. Our focus is educating everyone about on-time screening and the symptoms of colon cancer while supporting patients with peer-to-peer support. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Cheryl Ori. I'm president of United Ostomy Associations of America. I'm a 16-year stage 3B colorectal cancer survivor and a proud ostomate. At United Ostomy Associations of America, we support, educate, and advocate for those who may have this life-saving ostomy surgery, especially from colorectal cancer.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Salzman. I'm the Vice President of Market Access at a company that's called Genoscopy. Genoscopy is the developer of ColoSense, pardon me, a non-invasive screening test which in a prospective clinical trial demonstrated 100% sensitivity for colorectal cancer in patients 45 to 49. And pending a decision from the FDA, we will collaborate with LabCorp to make ColoSense available to patients nationwide through LabCorp's extensive provider network. Thank you so much.
Guess I'm bringing up the rear. I'm Antonio Dionizio. I am the Vice President and co-founder of Champions for Colorectal Cancer, a Connecticut-based nonprofit. We look to increase awareness of colorectal cancer in younger generations. So remember, when you're out there talking to your legislators today, you are all champions. Thank you.
One more big round of applause for our incredible partners. All right, if you want to head that way, we'll get a picture. Now, it is my distinct honor to welcome our next guest, Congressman Donald Payne, Jr. Congressman Payne has represented the 10th Congressional District of New Jersey since 2012. He is a member of the Committee on Homeland Security and the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. He is the co-chair of the Colorectal Cancer Caucus and has been a tremendous champion for the colorectal cancer community since losing his father, former Congressman Donald Payne Sr., to the disease in 2012. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. How we doing today? All right. It is an honor, once again, to participate in your United in Blue event. I want to thank Fight CRC for the invitation to speak to you today. This event is a tribute to the survivors, caregivers, and champions in our fight against colorectal cancer. And it is important to commemorate them today. Colorectal cancer is the second highest cause of cancer deaths in this nation. This year, 153,000 people will be diagnosed with colorectal cancer. and more than 53,000 people will die from it. Yet, colorectal cancer is one of the most preventable types of cancer if detected early. That's why events like this are so important. They raise awareness and encourage more Americans to get screened to catch it early. This cause is very personal to me. As it was stated, I lost my father, Congressman Donald Payne Jr. I'm junior. Okay. Congressman Donald Payne Sr. to colorectal cancer in 2012. Since then, I have worked to raise awareness of this disease and tried to help save lives. I co-founded the Congressional Colorectal Cancer Caucus to increase awareness of this disease, and I have my colleague that you will hear from as the other co-chair, Mr. Green. I introduced the Removing Barriers to Colorectal Cancer Screening to allow Medicare beneficiaries to be covered when doctors remove cancerous growths or polyps during colonoscopies. And it's interesting that issue because after my father's death, I went for my first colonoscopy. You know, I probably wouldn't have gone had he not succumbed to the disease. But when I had my first colonoscopy, they found 13 polyps. So I was on my way. So I was proud to see the bill signed into law in 2020. Last year, I introduced the Colorectal Cancer Payment Fairness Act to allow those beneficiaries to be eligible for coverage by 2025. And I introduced the Donald Payne Sr. Colorectal Cancer Detection Act to provide more options for Medicare beneficiaries to get colorectal cancer screenings. In addition, I was excited to see the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services provide coverage for blood-based tests last year. I also, yes, it's very important, absolutely. I also requested President Biden to issue a presidential proclamation to declare March as National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and he gladly signed it. And I was honored when he declared it so. Right now, I'm looking for more ways to increase the awareness and funding for efforts to fight this disease. We need to increase screenings and treatment options to reduce colorectal cancer nationwide. And these events are critical to increasing supporters and saving lives of future colorectal cancer patients. Again, I'm proud to be here with you for this United in Blue event, and I look forward to our continued fight to fight colorectal cancer. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to be introducing Congressman Mark Green. He represents the 7th Congressional District of Tennessee since 2019. He serves as the chairman of the House Committee on Homeland Security and is a member of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. He is also the co-chair of the Colorectal Cancer Caucus. He is a veteran and has served our country and has joined our community of advocates as a survivor. He is a champion. He has been relentless, and we are so grateful to have him with us today.
Well, like everyone else, I'm going to ask you, are you having a good morning this morning? Is this not a beautiful day? What a great day to reflect and to help get the word out. I want to thank each of you for your incredible support in that. For those of you who have been touched personally by colorectal cancer, thank you for using your experience to rally to help save other people's lives, and deeply appreciate it. You know, the 27,400 flags behind me right now 27,400 flags represent people from the age of 20 to 49 whose lives will be saved. In just 6 years, it'll be the #1 cancer cause of death for people in that age group. It doesn't have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. If we get the word out, we will save lives. Every person we tell. With your help, getting more research done. With your help, increasing early detection. We all can be a part of saving somebody's life. You know, they say that that the painter's house always needs to be painted. I am a physician, and I ignored the symptoms. And 9 years ago, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. Did the radiation, lost 1.5 feet of my colon, had the ostomy, did the chemo. And I have to, of course, give a shout out to the medical people who saved my life, who, you know, you think about studying in medical school and you never really realize the impact eventually you'll have until you're that patient on the other end of the stethoscope. And I am thankful for all of them. And I'm thankful for Fight Colorectal Cancer and this event and all the other events that continue to advance research and awareness. And it's an honor to serve with Congressman Payne as the co-chair of the caucus. We had a great event the other day, and his leadership on this in a policy arena has been fantastic. You know, I think, though, digging into this and getting into the research of it and finding out the multiple causes is probably something that I'm most passionate about. I served in the Middle East multiple tours. I got exposed to the burn pits, and I got diagnosed with 2 primary cancers simultaneously with no genetic indicators and no family history of either of those 2 cancers, thyroid and colon cancer. And it's that kind of detailed research that we need to do into the causes of this disease. And that's why and it's an area that I get very fired up about. I have done a bunch of bills advocating, for example, for K2 veterans that were exposed to various toxins in Uzbekistan, and for the burn pit bill, the PACT Act, things like that. There's also a couple of other areas, you know, we think about increasing lives saved. Well, there's also other things that as a physician I can bring to the table. For example, 25% of physicians, according to the AMA, say that delays in care are caused by the requirements from the insurance companies to do prior authorizations. So I have a bill right now, and Congressman Payne, love to have you sign on this one. It is to stop those prior authorizations delaying the care and getting diagnosis for patients so their lives can be saved. Physicians know that those delays in care result in increased morbidity and mortality, and we have to stop it. It is, again, an honor to be with you today. I can't thank each of you enough. And really cool this morning, I got to meet some Tennesseans who are here and some folks from my hometown, Go Vols, who are also survivors and who are also out there fighting the good fight to get the word out. Thank you all for being here. God bless you guys.
Good morning again. I have the absolute honor of introducing a very special person, a true activist, a caretaker, an artist, and a friend who I've had the pleasure of getting to know well, unfortunately through tragedy, but fortunately through hope as well, since late 2020, early 2021. I'm very excited that Simone Ledward Boseman is here today. She graced us with her beautiful artistry yesterday evening, and she's here to share a few words with us this morning. Simone?
right. Good morning. Look, I know that this is a rally, and so we're all supposed to get real riled up, and we'll get there. But I want to be the one to say that I'm sorry you have to be here today. I'm sorry that cancer is a part of your story. I'm sorry that it's a part of mine. You deserve honesty from me, and so I'll be very transparent. I am not very happy this morning, respectfully, to the Fight CRC folks. There is purpose in being here, turning pain into purpose and all that. There is certainly value, but it's not a happy occasion, and I refuse to be convinced that I should be here. I should be at home with a husband that should still be on this earth. We should be sitting on the couch with a refrigerator full of food, still wondering what we're going to get for takeout. We should be fighting over, yeah, we all do it. We should be fighting over who touched the remote last. And it makes me angry. It makes me angry that a disease so treatable took him from me when all we needed to start out with was knowledge. It makes me angry that colorectal cancer diagnoses had been rising so dramatically in young people, and young Black people in particular, for 15 years before he was diagnosed, and we still knew nothing about it. It makes me angry that we don't talk about colorectal cancer the way that we talk about other cancers and other chronic diseases. And it makes me angry that we still have no idea why it's happening. My name is Simone Ledward Boseman, and I am a caregiver. My husband was everything to me. My supporter, my confidant, my teacher, my friend. And he's gone now. He was diagnosed with early onset, late stage colorectal cancer at 39. He's gone. Like your husband, like your wife, like your brother, like your mom, like your daughter, or not like you at all. Not like you at all because you fought and you won, and you should wear that with pride, feel no guilt, feel no shame. And I'm here, and you're here, and yes, turning pain into purpose is great, but we deserve more. I used to avoid a lot of feelings that I feel much more comfortable with letting out now. Showing emotions, particularly anger, and avoiding conflict because I didn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I found it challenging to speak up for myself, to advocate for what I wanted, what I needed, to set boundaries. I would stay uncomfortable so I didn't make anyone else uncomfortable. And I would go to my husband, then my boyfriend, with all of these complaints and concerns, and I would tell him it's so hard to say no. It's hard to tell people what I think that they're doing wrong. I don't want to be mean. I have historically cared way too much about what people thought about me. I didn't feel qualified to push back. I didn't think I knew enough. I just can't. I would tell him, I really don't want to be mean. I don't want them to think I'm a mean person. And he would put one of his hands on each of my shoulders, and he would say, Simone, you can't always be nice. You can always be respectful, but you can't always be nice. And we're not here to be nice. We're here to tell some people what they are doing wrong and demand that they do it better. Colorectal cancer is not some nameless, faceless thing. Look to your left and look to your right. It looks like us. We're here. We are the faces, we are the voices, we are the stories, we are the proof. You can't always be nice. Not when you need to get something accomplished. You can't be nice when there are 20 other voices clamoring. You have to be loud. So here's your homework. Here's your assignment today. Be an ambassador. Maybe you've already gotten a head start on that. A lot of you here have extra credit for you. Don't underestimate the value of your experience. Talk about it. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your social networks. Your community is where it starts, and you have the information, so you have an obligation to save everyone around you. No one that I know and love, no one else that I know and love will die from this disease. No one. And that should go the same for all of you here today. Ask the questions, redirect the conversation. Why is colorectal cancer the only top 5 cancer without its budget in the Department of Defense? You can't be nice. You must be insistent. You must be immovable. Know your power. Step into it. It can be intimidating sometimes, acknowledging how powerful you are, because then you have to live up to it. Then you actually have to do something about it. You didn't choose the fight, but you were made for it. Have faith, get up, make noise. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone. We are here, you are here to fight together against the idea that we can't beat colorectal cancer. And our members of Congress, I just want to remind you, are our friends, but they also work for us, right? They work for us, and we are here to remind them of how important colorectal cancer is. It is a priority. It is the second leading cause of cancer deaths, and that's not what we want. We can avoid that. We can avoid the lives behind us. We can save these lives. So today is the day. You guys are prepared. You have prepared. You have your talking points. As Simone said, we are immovable, right? We're going to make change happen. I thank you all. I wish you the best day. Stay strong. Stay connected. Keep moving. We're going to get together for a group picture, but this is a rally, so I really want to end it like, are we ready? Okay? Are we ready? Okay. All right. I can't end a rally without like being ready to go. Okay? We are ready to go. Fired up and ready to go. So we're going to take a quick picture, and then you guys are going to go off to meetings. Our staff will be on the Hill for you all day. If you have any questions, you have your mentors, you have your new friends and family, but you're going to have a great day, and it's going to be gorgeous. So thank you guys so much.
Right away. So first things first, we're gonna make 2 rows. So a group of people up here, and then a group of people in front of the podium in the gravel. We have to push the chairs back a little bit, but we're gonna gather up here for a group photo. Thank you.